Hello everyone, myself Saraswati, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Science and Engineering, MIT, Mysore. Today I will be starting with the second module called as Directing and Controlling. So these are the topics which you will be learning under this module. Let us first understand what is directing and what is controlling. Directing refers to giving instructions, guiding and also describing someone for the work. For example, a teacher directs their students in order to complete the assignment. Then what is controlling? It is a process of monitoring, comparing the performance, correcting the performance and also taking necessary action to ensure the desired result. So this is the basic meaning of directing and controlling. Let us have a look into the meaning of directing. The first topic is meaning of directing. It means it is going to describe how to do the work. If the work has not been described to the employees in the organization, then they will not be knowing how to start the work. So hence direction gives the way, the path, instruction. Managers are going to guide, motivate the subordinates, right? So henceforth directing is going to play a very important role in all the organization. Directing is an important or vital function of management. As we all know that there are 5 managerial functions, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. Directing is an important managerial function. When the action is taken place in the organization, it needs to be implemented in a proper manner. Otherwise, it is of no use. Proper implementation can be done via directing. Without directing, controlling will not arise at all. So whatever the planning, organizing and staffing, which are the preparation for the work performance, is of no use. Henceforth, it can also be called as management in action. Effective direction needs to be given by the supervisor to the subordinates, and all the subordinates must receive the direction from the manager. It is going to have some different elements. Before moving into the elements of direction, there are different definitions which has been given by many authors. It says that it may be defined as a function of management which is related with instructing, guiding, inspiring the human factor, that is nothing but the employees in the organization, in order to achieve the organizational mission and objectives. Another definition says that it is a complex function that includes all those activities which are designed to encourage subordinates to work effectively and efficiently for both short and longer period of terms. organizations is going to carry out the task which can be carried out for shorter period of time, maybe for a month or for a week, and for longer duration, maybe for an year. Let us have a look into the different elements where the direction is going to have. Direction has some of the following elements. There are 4 different elements. First one is leadership. Here, the manager of any organization is going to define the process where he can guide and influence the work of subordinates in desired direction. Next is communication. It is nothing but passing the information from one person to another person in order to share the information or the orders or the experience or the opinions from one person to another person. It is desired for bridging the understanding between the people who will be working in the organization. Next one is motivation. It is nothing but inspiring, stimulating or encouraging the subordinates with zeal to work. Here, positive, negative, monetary and non-monetary incentives can be used for the purpose. It means that if in the organization, if the employees are going to carry out the work completely, they can be hired to the next project also. It means that they can be given a chance to work in another project also. If they are going to complete the work which has been assigned to them within the deadline, then it may be possible to give the incentives to those employees, or sometimes they may be motivated by saying that you can get the promotion to the next level if you complete the present work within the deadline. So, this kind of motivation is required in the organization to make the employees work in a efficient manner. And the last element is supervision. It implies overseeing the work of subordinates by their superior. It is nothing but act of watching and directing the works as well as the workers. This is going to be carried out by the superior or manager of the organization to their subordinates. Let us move on to the next topic, that is nature or characteristics of direction. So, there are 5 nature of direction. The first is, it is a dynamic function. Directing is dynamic and continuous process. It means that directing is going to take place throughout the life. A manager has to continuously direct, guide, motivate and also lead his subordinates. If there is any changes in the plan or in the organizational relationship, then the manager has to change the methods and techniques used for direction. So, henceforth we can say that it is a dynamic function. Next is it initiates action. It means that direction helps to start the work. Directing helps to initiate organized and planned action and ensures that effective performance by the subordinates towards the accomplishment of the group activities can be obtained. It is then also regarded as management in action. So, here when the direction has been given by the manager to the workers or employees of the organization, it helps them to start up the work. If the direction has not been given to the employees how to do the work, then they will not be knowing how to start the work. Henceforth, directing, that is by giving direction to the employees, it is going to help in starting the work. Next is, it is a universal function. It means that the function of directing will be carried out in all the organization at all the levels of organization. As we all know that there are 3 levels of management that is going to be taken place in any of the organization. Those are nothing but top level management, middle level management and lower level management. In any organization, top level management decides the plan. Once they decide the plan for their organization, they are going to direct the middle level management how to do the execution of the plan, which in turn is directed to the lower level management by the middle level management. Then the lower level management is going to direct the plan, that is the way the plan needs to get executed, which has been made by the top level management, to the workers, which is going to help them how to carry out the objective or how to do the execution of the plan set by the top level management. Henceforth, we can say that direction is the universal process where all the organizations are going to use this direction as one of the managerial functions. Next is, it provides the necessary link between various managerial functions. So, as I told, there are 5 managerial functions: planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. So, this directing links to the various managerial functions like planning, organizing, staffing and controlling. without directing, the functions of control will never arise at all, and the other preparatory functions like planning, organizing and staffing is of no use or meaningless. Henceforth, it is going to provide the necessary link between various managerial functions of the organization, which are nothing but planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. The last one is, it is concerned with human relationship. In direction, management function deals with relationship between the people who will be working in the organization. It is going to create the cooperation and harmony among the members who will be working in a group. It seeks to achieve orderly arranged group efforts in order to provide unity of action in the pursuit of common direction. So, let us have a look into the next topic, that is principles of direction. First one is harmony of objectives. Individuals in any organization is going to join the institution or organization in order to satisfy their psychological and physiological needs, but they are expected to work for the achievement of the organizational goal. It is possible for the employees to work in a better manner if they think and feel that it is going to satisfy their personal goals. In any organization, there will be two different types of objectives we may find. One is individual objectives, where every employees or workers will be having. Another objective is the organizational objectives. So, here every manager of the organization along with the worker needs to concentrate to carry out the task which has been set by the organization. That is, every employees of the organization should carry out the work to complete the objectives of the organization, not to fulfill the objectives of the individual, as individuals are going to have both psychological and physiological needs. It is going to be fulfilled when they are going to work in a better manner to achieve the objectives of the organization. Next, unity of command or direction. Every employee in the organization should receive the instructions and guidance from one superior. So, in any organization, an employee or each subordinate should receive the instructions and guidance from only one superior. If they are going to receive the guidance from two or more number of superiors, then it leads to confusion and also it is indiscipline. So, it is mandatory in all the organization for all the employees to receive the command or directions only from one supervisor, who may be also called as manager. Next is direct supervision. Direct supervision. Managers should have direct relationship with their subordinates. Face-to-face communication and personal touch with the subordinates should be made by the superior in order to ensure that successful direction is taking place. So, let us move on to the next thing, that is effective communication. So, here the superior must ensure that plans, policies, responsibilities and orders are fully understood by all the subordinates in the right direction. In order to have that particular information, manager has to make effective communication with their subordinates. And the last one is follow through. What does it mean? Direction is a continuous process. It means that it is going to take place throughout the life. Following is very much necessary so that management should watch whether the subordinates are following the orders and whether they are facing any difficulties while performing the task, in order to understand the orders or instructions given by their superior. So, these are the 5 different principles of direction, which are nothing but harmony of objectives, unity of command or direction, direct supervision, effective communication and follow through. Let us move on to the next topic, that is importance of direction. So, why direction is very important? Because it helps to initiate action. Direction helps to initiate action. So, here we can say that if the instructions has been given or directed to the workers, then it is going to help the employees to start the work. If the direction has not been given by the manager to the employees, then they will not be knowing how to start the work. Henceforth, direction is going to help in order to start up the work. It also helps in achieving goals. If the direction, that is the instructions, has been given by the supervisor to the employees, then employees will be knowing how to start the work. If they are going to follow, that is, employees are going to follow the instructions and the orders which is given by their manager in order to carry out the work, then it helps them to reach the goal. So hence, directing helps to achieve the goals of any organization. Motivates employees. If the direction from the superior has been given to the employees, then they are able to start up the work. If they are going to follow the instructions given by, if they are going to follow the instructions given by their manager in a proper manner, it leads to successfully complete the goals of the organization. When they are going to complete or reach the goals of the organization, then the employees are going to get motivated. If the direction or the instructions has not been given by the superior to the employees, then the employees will not be knowing how to start the work. They may use their own way to start up the work. So whatever the end result they are going to get is going to be wrong many times. In that particular situation, it is not possible for the employees to reach the objectives or goals of the organization. Hence, in this particular situation, they are demotivated. It means that if they get proper instructions to carry out the work, it leads to the successfully completion of the work. If they will not get the instructions from the supervisor in order to know the procedure how to carry out the work, then employees may use their own method to solve or to complete the task, which may end with wrong solution. It is going to demotivate them. Next is provides stability. So no matter what are the different types of tasks which is going to be carried out by different team members within the organization, all are going to get the same rules, instructions and so on, which needs to be shared with the subordinates by their superiors. Hence, directing is going to provide the same instructions to all the employees of the organization, no matter in which particular project they are working for. Then it helps to coping up with changes. So what is this coping, right? So coping up with changes. That is adjusting according to the changes in the environment. So in any business environment, there can be changes which might be happening in the environment. So the direction needs to get changed. For example, if the technology keeps on changing from time to time in the environment, it is inevitable for any organization manager to adopt the new technologies so that they can complete the task with minimal cost. After understanding this, they need to provide the direction to make use of the new technology to their subordinates. What does it mean? It means that every business organization is going to adjust with the changes which is going to happen in the environment. That is what coping up with changes is all about. And the last one is effective utilization of resources. Here the manager is going to give the direction to their subordinates to effectively make use of the available resources to complete the task. It means that no resource of the organization needs to be wasteful, right? So that much of care needs to be taken by all the employees of the organization. So these are some of the importance of direction or directing. Let us move on to the next topic called as let us move on to the next topic called as leadership styles. So first and foremost thing is you need to understand who is a leader and what is leadership, and then next move towards understanding leadership styles. So who is a leader? A leader is one who guides and directs other people. Then what is leadership? Leadership is the art or the process of encouraging the people to work with zeal and confidence. Then what is leadership styles? It is a manner and approach of providing direction, motivating plans, and also motivating people. Leadership style is the manner and approach of providing direction, implementing plans, and motivating people. So there are three types of leadership styles you will be learning in this hour. They are there are three different styles, that is leadership styles. They are nothing but traits approach, behavioral approach, followed by the contingency approach. What is this trait approach is all about? Trait is basically a character that is going to deal with personal abilities, and it is going to be assumed as a God's gift. Abilities are going to be identified as mental ability and physical energy, emotional stability, then teaching capability, and social skills, technical competence, and so on. Early traits says that leadership is an innate, INNATE, instinctive quality that any people may either have or do not have. So we are moving out from the trait approach to learning, where we can actually learn how individuals can develop the leadership qualities among themselves and in others. The second one is behavioral approach. It is going to consider or this particular theory is going to mainly focus on how the leaders are going to behave, whether they are going to dictate whatever the work that has to be carried out by the employees, or else they are going to involve in the task as a member in order to improve and support the work which is going to be carried out by the subordinates in a group. So, in the year 1930, Kurt Lewin, K-U-R-T-L-E-W-I-N. So, he developed a leadership framework based on a leader's decision making behavior. The three different styles of leadership according to Kurt Lewin includes autocratic leader, according to Kurt Lewin, there are three types of leadership. They are autocratic leadership, democratic leadership and free rein. So, what is the difference among these three? Autocratic leaders are the one who are going to make decision without consulting their teams. So, when there is no need to take the input from the team, this particular type of leadership is agreed, right? When there is no time to communicate or to get the input from the team members, then this type of leadership is agreed. So, here whatever the leader is going to take up the decision, that is going to get communicated to the team members. It means that whatever the leader is going to take the decision, right, that needs to be obeyed by the team members. Moving further, second one is democratic leaders. What is this democratic leaders is all about? So, here they are going to allow their teams to provide the input in order to take the decision. It is going means whatever the degree of inputs that is going to be taken by the leader differs from one leader to another leader, because they are going to receive n number of inputs from n number of subordinates. So, henceforth it is sometimes difficult to manage when there are lots of different ideas or inputs has been taken from the subordinates. Next is free rein leadership. So, here the leaders are not going to involve in decision making. They are going to give the complete freedom to the subordinates, right, because the leader thinks that their teams are capable and motivated, henceforth they are not required to have close monitoring or supervision. So, henceforth the team itself can take the decision under free rein leaders. Last one is contingency approach. So, here the leaders or the managers are going to consult their team members in order to get the inputs to make the decision. Whatever the decision that has been made together with leader and his or her team, here the leader is going to be held responsible for the decision which has been made, right. So, I will stop at this point of time. Hope all of you have understood the topics, right. In the next class, I will be continuing with motivation theories. Thank you.